What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, along with Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, let me fix something right quick. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better. Like that better. Like that better. Like that better. But great show lined up for us. Let's for y'all, for everybody, and we gonna we gonna, we are going to get this thing rolling in just a second. I'm sharing the show as we speak. Let me get over here and see what's happening over here and see can I share it over here. Oh, there it is right there. That's shared, Robert. I just shared it. Let me share it with my with my groups. And let's see. Let me do it again. Share it with groups. There it is. Share with groups and 1, 2, 3 groups. All right. Let me move over to YouTube a little bit and let me share it over there too. Let's see. Let's see. Huh. And I see you people. I see my people out there. I see Daryl Anderson. I see Brandon Wheatfall. Brandon Wheatfall, you done made it back from your travels yet? Let's see. I want to share that. Let me share that right quick. Okay, what else I got? I'm just trying to share it to everybody to make sure everybody can't say Robert, Robert, uh, you didn't, you didn't do it for me today. Uh, man, Robert Young is recovering. Had surgery yesterday. Went out to see him yesterday, so I'm a lot better today, knowing that my people's all right. Uh, it's you know, oh my God, people sending me stuff. Did y'all hear about that college professor got caught on 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 a Zoom just talking about black folk? Did y'all anybody see that? Hold up, y'all. I left something. Hold on. Y'all ain't gonna leave. Give me a second. Y'all tell them I'll be right back. On the way back. I know y'all can hear me. I'm on the way back. If anybody else came on yet, y'all, I left a vital part of my show. I left something and I didn't feel right. Oh, okay. Well, nobody but y'all. But let's share this. Let me see. Everybody share the show, right? Let's see where I want to start today. Did you see anything out there? Anybody have anything that's interesting that happened? Black History Month is coming to a close. See how quick it passed by. Did anybody have anything? Um, you know, I just sometimes, y'all, I just sit back, Brandon, and just go through. When I hear something and I see something, or I come up with some. It's like got this from um Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, "The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but life without purpose." Uh, I just sit back and think. What's up, Eric? Just waiting on everybody to get on. I'm just going through some stuff that I write down in my notes. You know how some people when we open out their mouths, the ignorance is inescapable. Some people, because if you it's just in, it's just oozes that you just don't know. All ignorance is you don't know. Uh, let me see what else. Wow, wow, guys. I don't know about this. I'm telling y'all, I just be writing down thoughts. If I said somewhere, somebody said a man's biggest downfall is that after he finally wins, he sit down to eat with a woman who never starved with him. Oh, that was kind of powerful. Ooh, I'm telling y'all, I just be doing stuff. I be I told y'all I be um anybody heard about the teacher with the hot mic? The white professor with the hot mic? They caught her talking crazy. Oh, I'm gonna get into a lot of stuff today, man. But sometimes I just do stuff like this, Eric, because I go through the news, go to the sports. In the sports, they talking about the Raiders, the Falcons, and Kirk Cousins, and uh, uh, and I don't want to talk about him. Ravens target Jackson's extension. Okay. Um, wow. Wait a minute. The SEC fined Mark Pope for his post-game comments. Huh. What did he say? Oh yeah, I know what he said. I know what he said. Yeah. They got him. They got him right. They got him right. But that's all. That's all. If you go through the news, that's all. That's all going in. Allison Freeman. That man know that woman's name. Allison Freeman. I didn't even want to call her name. Uh, but you know what, Chuck? The crazy thing, Chuck, I'm not surprised. It happening, Chuck. It's somebody talking about me and you right now. But that's why I keep going to Dr. King has a quote out. I told you I like his quotes. You don't know that you're in front until people start kicking you in your back. Hold up, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. One of the problems of being looked up to is people feel like you are out of reach unless they can pull you down. Y'all, I'm just stuff that I writes down. I'm telling you. They in my notes. The best thing you can ever give a young person is exposure. Expose them to something that they ain't never been exposed to. You can go from failure to success, but you can't go from excuses to success. Oh, I like that. Like that. They said, dude, I don't get that. I'm just going through stuff, y'all. Just hold on. I'm just going through stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. Forgive yourself for not knowing earlier what only time could teach you. Like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't gonna give y'all that one. Oh yeah. I got some stuff. Boy, if I go down at the bottom of this note, let me go down. Let me see what my last one. I got so many. Hold up, what's my last one? They said no one is supposed to understand your calling. It wasn't a conference call. I wrote that a long time ago. When did I write that? Can I get the date on that? Can I get the date on that? Damn, they don't give me the date on. God. Oh man. Stop acting like this is a dress rehearsal. This is the show. Watch this, y'all. Everyone and Eric, I'm just Eric. You don't understand, Eric. I when I find stuff out, I keep it in my notes and I go back and look over it periodically. It said everyone has access to information. We just know how to analyze it better. I like that one. There is no American culture without Black culture. Wow. Watch this one, y'all. The mind can be convinced, but the heart must be won. Got to win the heart. I like that one. Wow. Boy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Huh. Just hold on. Wow. To argue with a fool only proves there are two. Ooh-wee. Man. I'm just going these. I mean, I've been had these for years, y'all. Watch this one. Watch this one. Eric, Chuck, watch this. People are following people on social media right into mediocrity. God, I like that. Wow. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't never did this. Never did this on the show. So some made me just say, man, Robert, look, just hold up. They said, hold on. How do you interact with a generation that come here knowing everything? How do you do it? Chuck McGowan, you got to deal with them a lot. Because you coach these young girls. And Trey Phillips, how do you interact with a generation that came here knowing everything? The old people used to say they came out of their mother's womb talking. In other words, they never learned to listen. Huh. That's a good one. That made, that made me think. Mm, mm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Kevin Frank, you know what? Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all the way I do certain things, the way I do them. I know I mean centrically, we sports centric, and we talk about sports a lot. My main man, I just got through talking about you, man. Robert Young is on the show, baby. Boy, he's a G. That man is listening to the show right now. Rob, get well, man. Get soon. Get up and move. Do exactly what the nurses say. And I'm gonna bring you some sherbet when I come back. I'm gonna bring you some sherbet when I come back up there. But I'm just going through stuff. Rob, I was going through my notes, Rob, and I got in my notes said, all in my notes said, Robert, these my things that I found over the years um that we got I'm just sharing with y'all. Um, don't let their agenda ruin yours. Let me keep going. Y'all, I'm just going. Just give me a minute. You have to carry a crown before you can wear one. Rob, they talking about you. Look at that, Rob. Look. I ain't know that thing was that big. I'm sorry. Let me size that thing. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me size that thing. That thing was big. Where did it go? Put it back up there. Man, always messing up. It's somewhere, y'all, and I don't know how to go get it. Where is it? Oh, man. I can't put up. Let me see. Okay. Let me put Chuck's up there. Let me size it, Chuck. Let me size it a little bit there, Chucky. I usually do this stuff before y'all come on, but I was doing something. Let me get you back in there, Chuck. I want to size. Y'all give me a second. Let me get Chuck sized up right there. Bring him over. Yeah, I usually do this stuff, but sometimes they just, it'd be cool, and then all of a sudden, hold up. I got some more for y'all, man. Y'all, cause sometimes y'all words are powerful. Words are powerful. Let me make it a little bit smaller. That's not how I like it right there. But that's for you right there, Rob. That is Moody said, get well. Got to get you well, buddy. Man, these people have Robert don't get right. These people have me messed up around here. Hold up, let me make sure I got everything since we here. I'm set up for everything. Yeah, I got it. Let me see. Chuck McGowan all said, shout out to South Springs Lady Panthers. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay. All right, let's see. They advanced to the second round. Chuck, you mentioned South Springs. Is those the girls you work with a lot? Let me know. Are those the young ladies you work with a lot in the South Spring? Because I know the side area be potent with women, with young girls basketball. They be very potent over there. Let me see. Can I get you right, Chuck? Hold up, Chuck. Chuck. They got me right here. Let me make it bigger, Chuck. Hold on. Okay. We'll put it like that. Shout out to South Spring Lady Panthers advances to the fourth round. Oh, shoot, they got. Chuck, do you deal with any of those girls? I'm just curious. I'm not finished with the quotes yet, y'all. I'm just trying to get my screen right. I don't know what be going on. They supposed to save my dimensions, right? And sometimes they don't. Who was I was just talking about? They supposed to save my dimensions, and now they got them so big. Now y'all got to see me do some homework, and I should have checked it. It's my fault. My fault. Robert said, "Appreciate the love, man. We talked about you yesterday, Rob. We had everybody praying for you yesterday, buddy." I'm just glad you all right. Boy, I was just glad to see you yesterday. All right, y'all, that's all I'm gonna do today. So what's up, Hatter? I'll be at my ex school's game tonight. Heights versus Stratford. Go Bulldog. Your ex school. Is it your ex school or your former school? What I don't Mike Garcia, I don't understand what you mean. It's your ex school at my ex school game. That was kind of, I don't understand that one, Mr. Garcia. Ex school. I ain't never had no ex school. I don't know what that means. Maybe is it a former school? Is it a former school? I guess I guess I'll wait. But y'all, I was just giving y'all a few. I'm trying to see that I find out anything else. Um, oh, I like this one. They say if you judge your worth by your achievements, you feel worthless whenever you fall short of your goal. Okay, thank you. I didn't understand. I thought you talking about your ex-wife, your ex-woman school. I didn't know what you was talking about. Um, hmm. And let me tell you about golf one more time. I wrote this to myself about golf. I enjoy being a man who has time to play it. Because a lot of people don't have time to play it. Yeah. I'm gonna end that right there. That's cool. That's going in. But TSU, this week, the schedule has changed, so it's gonna be a double header on Thursday with the men and the women. So don't forget, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a double header. Let me get to it and make sure. Let me go to my TSU website so I can text Southern. They talking about baseball. Nah. Man, they got all kind of everything is in swing right now. All the sports. Golf is in swing. I think the women's golf got third place, TSU. I'm just still waiting on it to come pop up. Let me go men's basketball. Watch this. Let's go to men's first. And then that'll determine since they got it on the website first. Let's go. Come on, man. Pop up. Let me look at the schedule. Okay, men's schedule. They done switched the schedule around, y'all. Let's see. Yeah. Hold on. The 26th. What's the 26th? The 26th is what? Is that Thursday? Let me see. Calendar. Yeah, the day the 24th. Okay. All right. Men play the 26th and the women play. Let me get the time. Yeah, it's Thursday at 7 p.m. So I know I'm gonna click over to the women's, but the men play Alcorn State at 7 p.m. on Thursday. So we're gonna play doubleheader on Thursday and a doubleheader on Friday. So, all right, let's see so the women usually, the women play 2 hours before the men. So let me go to the women, going to their website, I'm gonna give them some clicks. And let's click on it and watch women's basketball for Thursday night. Come on, pop up. Yes, the women play at 5. All right, men, 5 o'clock, doubleheader, Alcorn State. And on Monday, now on Saturday, we play against, and I'll refresh you on Thursday. On Saturday, we play against Jackson State. Jackson State on, come on, y'all, show me, what am I? Jackson State. Let's see what time the women play on Saturday. I'm gonna give you the information so you can have it. Alcorn State at women on Thursday, 5 o'clock. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Alcorn State women at 5 o'clock. And Jackson State, wait a minute. They play at 2. Oh, they must have changed again. You know what? Let me get back with y'all. Because they said they play at 2 and then men play at 7. I don't think it's going to be that big of a gap. So the men must going to play right after that. But they still got it. I'm glad I looked at it. I'm glad I looked at it so I can call them and see is the schedule's correct for Saturday. Matter of fact, can I text right now? Would y'all give me a chance to text somebody? And wait a minute. Are the games for Saturday correct on the website? Hold up. It says women at 2 and men at 7. I'm sorry, y'all, but I just text my people and make sure we're all right. So let's get to I get that out of the way. So if you want to come see some good basketball, TSU playing some good basketball right now. I'm just telling you. They playing some good basketball right now. I'm just if they wasn't, I'll be telling y'all they wasn't. They playing some good basketball. Michael Garcia, U of H took another one on the chin last night. U of H got beat by on Monday night. Michael Garcia, what's going on with U of H right now? Eric Harrison, I didn't see the game, and I taped it because I was busy at moving around. What happened last night? Did anybody see the U of H game last night? Because I haven't seen. I've seen bits and pieces. They lost 51. They can't score. They lost 51 to 67. Y'all talk to me. What happened? Let me go into the box score. Michael Garcia, I mean, if they'd have won, now you was going to talk stuff. Now, let's talk. No, they said 56 to 69. Everybody's messed up today. I'm just trying to figure out. Tough place, Kansas. So you saying Kansas could not put it in the basket? Let me see. Let me look. Oh, yeah, they shot 32%. They had 66 shots at the wait a minute. They had more shots at the basket. See, y'all, this is what I'm shots were not dropped. A lot of missed shot. Kansas made shot. Okay, I like that. But it's a make or miss lead. That's every game. That's every game, y'all. Hold on now. They had 66 shots. Kansas didn't have but 50 shots. U of H hit 21 of the 66. Kansas hit 22 of the 50. Hold on. 3-point line. They shot 20. U of H was 5 of 24. And Kansas was 7 of 17. They shot 41%. That's where the game was won. We shot 21%. Free throws. U of H didn't miss a free throw. Kansas missed 2. So they shot the free throw. But guess what happened? What I tell y'all? Don, what's up, baby? What did I tell y'all about basketball? If you go look at the box score, go look at the box score. Go look at the box score. After every game, the person who loses the rebound battle usually loses the game. U of H got out-rebounded 38 to 33. they lost the game. Every time. We lost the other day. TSU lost. We lost against Mississippi Valley. And then Mississippi Valley let Grambling beat the brakes off of them. I just told y'all that we just had a bad game. But I'm just telling you, do me a favor, if you ever go just look up right now. Go look up a random basketball game. And it might be some outliers in there because it didn't happen before. But most of the time, the team that rebound the ball the best, they win the game. U of H didn't have but 7 assists in a whole game and had 8 turnovers. They didn't have 8 turnovers though. Let's see. And they had 6 steals. And they had 3 blocks, U of H. But Kansas had 6 blocks. Kansas play. I didn't see the game. I'm just looking. Janet, hey Janet. Dom, what's up, baby? My man Dom, man. He take care of me. Defense not as good as past teams. When you hold a team to 69 points, that's pretty good. This seemed like to be the offense ain't good as other teams. Hey, y'all. Holding a team to 69 points is pretty. Holding a team to 44% from the field is pretty good. Holding a team not 41% from the 3, that ain't good. But I don't see nothing wrong with U of H's defense. 69 points. If you hold them to 69 points, you ought to be able to get 70 points. They can't put the ball in the ocean. I just told you they shot 31%. Wow. Yep, they shot 23 free throws. We shot 9. Maybe if we went to the hole a little bit more. You follow me? That's the ticket right there. Boy. That's the elephant in the room right now. They big men couldn't score in the gym by themselves. Dom can score more points than U of H big men right now. It's plain. Last year they got more buckets in the paint. Yes, these guys can't throw the ball in the ocean. Juwan Roberts, yeah. So what did we get Chris Sinak for? Somebody said he can't post up. What my man at? What my man? Michael Garcia said he need to work on his post game. Somebody need to work on the post. Somebody just need to be able to hit a shot. What did Thaddeus Moody say? What Thad say? Last year they would get a ball to Roberts. Absolutely. That's a good one, y'all. I didn't even mean to talk about this topic. I didn't know it was that bad because I haven't seen the game. Not to mention, the free throws. Let's see. Let's keep going. Paul Miranda's in the building. Paul Miranda, I was just talking about U of H. I didn't plan on talking about him, but who just came on? Make sure TSU now we play on Thursday, men and women, doubleheader on Thursday. Because some people don't listen and some people don't look at don't look at the paper or the website. TSU, Texas Southern, basketball. The women play at 5. The men play right behind them. And Dom, if you can get it for me, Dom, because it's wrong on the website, maybe let me go to ESPN. They'll tell me what time them women play on Saturday. That man said the Big 12 is a monster. Yes. The Big 12 is a monster. Ain't no night off. But U of H they just can't score, man. I'm looking for the SWAC women. Hold on, y'all. Can I look for the SWAC women? On Saturday. On Saturday, the women play at 2. All right, let me look at the men. Key Sisters, what's up, man? Had Iowa State, Arizona, and Kansas back to back. Hey, 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 it is what it is. Hey, no excuses. Let me see. Saturday, the men. Saturday, okay, SWAC. Hold up, y'all. Let me look up the SWAC. Just give me 1 second. I'm just looking up. I just like to give y'all some good information. The TSU, Texas Southern Men. Oh, they do play at 7. So the women gonna play at 2, and the men gonna come back and play at 7. Huh. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. Huh. Huh. I like that. I like that. No, it's not the same schedule. The guy from Dallas, Trey White, yes. Trey White Trey White about 30 years old, ain't he, man? Hey, man, Trey White been in school a long time. How old is Trey White? That man been in college for a long time. Yeah, on Saturday, Gary. I'm talking about on Saturday. They on ESPN, they got the women playing at 2, and then the men play at 7. I think I know the reason, but I'm not gonna throw it out there yet until I find out. I'll have it tomorrow. Gas had a great career. Who was he? Uh, he kind of old, ain't he? I mean, no, I ain't talking about it. Oh, he another fire product. Wait a minute. What kind of fire product? Help me out. UH not playing well, but I'd rather lose now than in March. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yes, me too. Oh, Trey White. But Trey White, yeah, he playing well, but he been around, y'all. That man played against some guys that's in the league. Did he? Paul, you was following him. Paul, how old is he? He just 23. Let me give me some. Man, I'd have ran out of tea. That man said he just 23. Okay. All right. Okay. If he got any more years left in him, did well at USC, Illinois, and Louisville. He did well at them places. Why he still ain't at them places? If he did well at them places. Trey played for me in Dallas. Oh, okay. All right. No, I'm just asking y'all. I promise you. Dude, I'm just asking. Hey, hold up. You said how to do. I noticed that Samson is playing Trey. And I wish you hadn't said that. Late, my man. I wish you hadn't said that. I wish you had. It was Monday night, right? I wish you had. He said, who said that? They said, let me put this up there. He noticed that he's playing Mercy Miller more to get more scoring. Mercy Miller had 9 points. He was 3 of 8, 1 of 4. But y'all, when I saw the highlights, he was lost on defense. They need more inside scoring. Kingston Flemings was 6 of 18. That hurts your team right there. 6 of 18, that's not efficient. That's where they lost the game. So he's 23. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, he's 23. Okay. But Gary said he did well at USC. He did well at Illinois. He did well at Louis. This is 4th college. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just listening to y'all. I'm just listening to y'all. Because when I say something, y'all Oh, Kingston was forcing. Okay, I didn't see the game. I didn't see the game. I'm just looking at the stats, right? So, but I did see something else. I don't know if you know. I talked about Layla Edwards. Uh, she's a black woman on the hockey team. She's made history as the first black woman on the U.S. Olympic hockey team. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, she's from Cleveland Heights to Olympic ice. Uh, she wasn't alone when she went over to. Um, she wasn't alone. Thanks to Travis and Jason Kelsey, her family were able to go and cheer her on in Milan after a major GoFundMe donation helped cover the trip. The parents and family weren't able to go. So they did a Olympic hockey. She ain't getting much NIL. These guys from the same Cleveland Heights in Ohio. And shout out to these two guys, man. Travis Kelsey for donating. They saw what was going on. They said, okay, we putting 10,000 in. I don't know what y'all gonna do. So I don't know how much they raised. They raised about 60,000 or something like that. I don't know how much they raised. But I know when when the Kelsey brothers put money in, everybody wanted to put money in it. And we got a chance to see that happen for this young lady and her family. That's interesting. When will it be bad to go to multiple schools? I don't know when it would be bad. I can't tell you. I don't know if that's even something I can talk about. I mean, this young man, to me, from what Gary put up there, he went to USC, great school, Illinois, great school, Louisville, a great school. That man got to see LA, Chicago, Kentucky, and now he's at Kansas. I can't say it's bad. I didn't say it was bad. I just said the kid been around a long time. I didn't say it in a negative tone. Man, somebody did some doctrine at his age, 20. Yeah, I mean, he's just been around a long time. And I just wanted to know. That's all. I remember that little boy. I remember that's when he was back when I was going to high school basketball games. You feel me? So, but but shout out to Kelsey's family. Hold on. Somebody told me some stuff. I ain't gonna repeat this, but somebody texting me something. Wow. 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 Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that information there alone. Michael Garcia said, Paul Miranda, look out for 7 lakes. Okay. All right. When you say it like that, that makes sense. He has had some great experience. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, them kids used to couldn't do that. Listen, I don't know, y'all. You know, I wish I could sit up here and say, well, you got to stay at one college the whole time. Oh, no, yeah, I can't say it because I don't know this different times right now, y'all. I can't sit up and tell what nobody need to do. I don't know the circumstances. We don't know the circumstances at each one of those schools. Somebody just gave me some circumstances, but I can't repeat them. But I know why I would have left one of them schools if this happened. But University of Illinois is in Champaign, 3 hours from Chicago during the speed limit. Oh, I know exactly where. Champaign, Illinois is. Yeah, that's the school Nick Anderson went to. Yeah, Steve Bottom. Doug, what's up, everybody? Y'all pray for me. I'm on bed rest. Took it to God telling me to sit my butt down. Doug, Sit down. Hold up. I need some parents up there where Doug live to go up there and take him some care package. He bedridden. He be around here chasing y'all little kids around and trying to, evaluate them so college coaches can want them. Y'all do me a favor, okay? Go and find out, get his number. If you don't have his number, email me at chopshophtx@gmail.com. If he bedridden, get out there, bring him some soup, bring him something. Bring him something. Bring him some money. Bring him what? Bring him. You don't feel like getting out there, find out, Doug, let me DoorDash you something. All right? Okay? Okay. That's it. That's it. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Come on, man. That's my man. I see what he do for y'all. I see what he do for these kids. I mean, of course it's gonna benefit him. He'd be a damn fool if it don't benefit him. All he asks for y'all to do, hey man, come to my tournaments. Come to my events. I'm running around for y'all all day. I ask y'all to just run around for me for two events. I think you got 2 events. We got to be intentional, ladies and gentlemen. Intentional. Somebody is wearing, sent me a picture. Wow. Somebody has already got, hold on. They already got their Texas Southern, the seal. Somebody already got it already. Belinda done already got hers, man. Oh my God. Belinda, you beat me to it. Let me look outside. I'm like, Belinda, I needed the wet hat this weekend. That's sweet. That's sweet. Oh my God, goodness, that's sweet. That's sweet. The material looks so good. Anthony Lawrence collection. I tried to tell y'all. Thank you, Belinda. Let's see. Okay, Paul Miranda said, who is in the Dallas area in the 4A? Somebody said, go check my mailbox. Okay. Oh, I ain't checked the mailbox. You're right. I ain't checked the mailbox. Because usually they bring it to the front door. But hold up. Doug, I got you, baby. You know I got you, man. Doug, you having something. You gonna have something. Wait a minute. You sent me something. Hold on. While you down, I'm finna be up for you. Hold on. Let me see. You sent me some. No, that's Doug. I need Doug Jones. Man, I keep Doug dozens. Okay, yeah, man, let me tell you. May. I remember I told y'all, write this down in your calendar. May 8th through 10th. May 8th through 10th. 9U to 17U, boys and girls. Doug Dozens is on the classic. It's back. May. So I'm telling you now. So, well, Robert, I didn't know. It was January, February, March, April, May. You got 3 months. Get your teams and get in this event. Girls and boys. All right? Okay. All right, let me keep going. Trey Phillips in the building. Let me see. Where was I at? Because I got some stuff. I'm glad all my people here. I got all my people here. But did y'all see, man? Hold up, man. Y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got to get some. Hey, I didn't have no tissue on my desk. I got the box, but wasn't nothing in it. So I had to go, something going on with this weather. Dallas Carter in one bracket and Dallas Kimball in the other bracket. That's Division 4. Okay. So let me keep going. You know what I was thinking about? I'm glad you're here, Fob. I'm glad you're here, Doug. And Doug, I'm glad, I'm sitting there thinking about something. Y'all know how I'd sit back and just reminisce and just, but I remember this cover. It's for parents, it's for summer basketball, it's for everybody. I remember this cover. He was a can't miss. Robert Hatter was at the Peace Jam, going and watching a 14-year-old play. After I watched everybody else, LJ and all them play, I was in there in the gym. Wasn't many coaches in the gym watching the 14-year-olds play, but a few of them was in there watching this young man play. And I liked him. But if y'all notice, I'm so cautious. I don't like to put that much pressure on them kids. Tell them I can't miss, because I've been around this game for so long. That's why I always be cautiously optimistic, but I just be, because I know everything got to go right. Yeah, that's a money base. Ladies and gentlemen, one day, show you how fragile this stuff is. And I want you to just think about it. One day you're the future of basketball, and the next day you are a reminder that nothing is guaranteed. I mean, they're going to call, Fob, you just saw something. Even when he was in Memphis, I was trying to tell y'all he wasn't that good. And I couldn't say too much because I'm alumni. You don't want to be talking about the kids at your school. People, man, we got people talking about it. No. I ain't in that. Y'all notice, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the principle. I'm talking about one day, some of these kids Doug is following, some of the people that Paul Miranda gonna write about and talk about, some of the people that Fob is recruiting, some of these people that Doug is watching, Michael Garcia is watching. Some people gonna say one day you're the future of basketball, and the next day you're a reminder that nothing is guaranteed. You follow me? One day, that's why you shouldn't be worried about where you ranked. I don't like him. He didn't rank me high enough. I don't like that. I'm going to go over here because he ranked me high. No. Just keep working. You can't do things that make people, you got to just keep getting better. I keep trying to tell people, and I know it's boring. The details are boring, I promise you. Learning how to pivot is boring. But going through a whole college season without traveling one time, that ain't boring. That help your team win. Because you, in silence in the gym, you was learning how to pivot under pressure. You follow me? So we got to be careful. Then I got this topic, ladies and gentlemen, that people been using in this term. I don't know what to think about the term. I really don't. Y'all hold up a second. I'm going to put you on mute. It's a term. I'm going to get to it in a It's a term, Paul. And it's an article I'm going to share with y'all. They're talking about, they call it street agents. And it's just funny. They call it street agents in football and basketball. I think it's a loaded term. that would never be used against the reps, the people who rep the youth tennis and golf and soccer stars and baseball. They said they are allegedly exploiting athletes according to a class of people who tried to prevent the same athletes from getting compensated in the first place. Now they call them street agents. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. We're going to talk about that. Just something didn't sit right. And I'm going to explain to y'all because there's some people saying, but Robert, what are you talking about? I'm just giving you a teaser. I'm coming back to it. 6 months ago, this Coach Yo at Yoletta at Ole Miss. She's been on this show before. Delightful to talk to. 6 months ago, she said in her tweet, she said 6 months ago, the talk was what's going on at UCLA? The coach is losing it. That's still going on, by the way, Coach Yo. She said 3 months ago, folks was ready to fire Carol Lawson because Duke was losing. Duke was losing a little bit. I think what they was 3-9. I don't know how many they was losing. The Duke basketball team with Ashton Jackson on it. They ready to fire Carol Lawson. They was talking about firing her and taking her off the head of the USA basketball team. Then she said 3 months ago, when we only beat Alcorn by 20 points, somebody got on these spaces and asked if I should be in a hot seat. Y'all already know how I feel about people telling about coaching. Y'all know I ain't never talked about no coach in his job, ever, on this show in 9 years. But Coach Yo said, here's the moral to the story. She said, the moral of this info I just shared is people on that Twitter app most times don't know what they're talking about. I promise y'all they don't. They just want clicks. I've been talking about clickbait on this show for how long? And trying to teach y'all how to not, and trying to inform y'all how to not be caught up in the clickbait and watch what you repost. He said, when they don't know, they make stuff up. And while it's fun to do, it's not real. It's Coach Yo. She said, so take things on that app with a grain of salt, on the Twitter app. Run your race. Block out the noise. And if you're a coach, have your team singing Kumbaya in March, best time of the year. In other words, go beat them. Go win. Ladies and gentlemen, don't y'all know we can get on here? Some of y'all want to be messy all the time, and I know y'all do. And I know that I get on y'all nerves sometimes by not just allowing y'all to come on here and be messy and talk about people. You know, people want to argue with people on the feed sometimes. For what? We're all in this together. We got to learn how, we need to up our game and level up a little bit. Reality TV, yeah, it's popular. I don't watch it. But I watched this kid the other night, and the Spurs played the Pistons. And I watched this. You remember I told y'all, when y'all gonna start making defensive highlights? You remember me saying that? Anybody remember me talking about that on the show? Gary, I hope you're still on the show. Y'all remember Doug? Doug, watch this. Let's glorify this, y'all. Watch this.
Stephon Castle.
Because you know he's rolling to the rim. Those skip passes across the floor are going to be there for San Antonio.
Absolutely. They might have to get a hand up on him. He's gotten 3 good
Picking
looks
up
out
Cade.
there. Not even
Full
contested.
court.
But Austin, his minutes have been a little bit down. Only 24
All
minutes
they're
a
doing
game.
is
He's
getting
only
you
been
off the
taking
rim.
7 shots a game. What a start for him. Our pregame meeting, he makes plays every day where you're like, man, that is not
Top
normal.
line, going around, running Cade right into.
You're saying he needs 2 more
Look
to
out.
complete the round of world. I got you.
Watch.
Well, guys, as you can imagine,
Hawk
JB
getting
Bickerstaff
up in
pretty
it,
animated in
getting
that
up in it,
huddle. Not good
getting
enough
up in it.
across the board by Detroit defensively.
Coach, before the game, we
Watch
don't
it.
need to make this a
Watch
slugfest.
it.
That's their MO. We're going to play
Getting
all
up in.
games,
That's
first
one of the best
basketball,
players.
not
That's an
respond.
MVP
And
candidate.
that's how you do
He's
it right
guard
there.
right
I
now.
really like the Pistons felt
Watch
like
it.
it. And it was vocalized in that
Yeah, I'm
last
finna
huddle
pick
to
you up. I'm
continue
finna
to challenge
sacrifice
the
my
toughness
game.
of the Spurs. Take their temperature and
I'm
see
gonna run
how
you
much
right
they
down
want
there,
it.
and women gonna throw your stuff up out of there.
Look
Watch
at
it.
Castle.
Closely by Castle.
That's a good minute. See how he's sitting in there.
Helping his basketball team, and he can score.
Pistons with just 6 losses at home
What
this season.
he is
2
cutting-
seconds on the
he's
clock.
gonna cut the head of the snake off.
Fires and won't
If
go.
you cut
Mixing it up, too.
Cade
Got some middies as
Cunningham
well.
down,
Been a huge spark for them.
Tavares Harris
First
will
meeting
have
of
to
the
be.
season between these two teams, the hottest
Look
squads
at
in the
it.
NBA.
Remember that.
Spurs have won 8 straight.
Look,
Pistons
he
have
won't
won
even
their
let
last
Cade
5
get it.
instead of top the East. Inside,
Did y'all see
Cunningham
that?
couldn't corral it.
And that was a great fight by Castle.
Cade, why did you guard me?
And a great job from Wemby. Wemby's hard run down the middle.
Look,
Collapse that
forget it.
defense.
Running
allowing
right into
Vassell
that.
to be wide
Running
open.
right into Wemby.
Cunningham blocked by Wembanyama. Durant lost
I love this
the
game, man.
pass.
Yo, this is why I love this game so much. This is why I love this game so much. Yeah, Duke looked real good. I like Duke. I like Boozer. Oh, I know Detroit lost to the Spurs, but I was really just really highlighting the defense. Uh, I mean, we could talk about the Spurs coach being coach of the year, but the man got Wemby. The coach at Boston lost Jason Tatum, and they still in the top. Bernie Bickerstaff took a team that fired the coach to Cade and them. They lost 28 in a row to here. So I don't know. Duke, all right. It's funny how Doug liked them teams. If I just didn't know Doug, I think you was a trumper. Cause you be lacking them teams. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. And then, ladies and gentlemen, because I got to get back to the street agent stuff. I know I'm trying to figure out how I want to go with it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to happen in our community. We just ain't got the top guys yet, but it's happening wherever they got the top players, like Darren Peterson. I got to talk about him too. Yeah, they got JB, but they lost one of the best players on the planet. They lost the first team, Paul. You lost a first team All-NBA player. You lost Al Horford. It's different. Oh, y'all talking about, okay. That man said, make sure y'all go vote. Absolutely. That's a good one, Doug. Make sure vote like your life depended on it. If y'all can't see the vote now, Doug, I ain't even talking about it no more. I spent too much time, too much influence, too much everything working on that Kamala Harris campaign, and 90 million people did not show up and vote. 90 million. I ain't gonna never forget that in my life. They just said, we gonna sit this out. But I was just trying to see. I'm caught in between Darren Peterson, talking about Darren Peterson, talking about the street agents. And I'm in between. Trey, in college basketball, the question is, how do you get players that may be here or may be at your university for only 1 year to have that fire, passion, and love for the program? In addition, the most important thing many players today is the paycheck. Talk to me. Doug, Bob, everybody who got influence on these young people. This dude, we just talked about the young man, Trey White. There's no way he can love Illinois, USC, and Louisville, and Kansas. I don't know, Paul Miranda, what is going on with Darren Peterson. That's why I don't say he's picking games he's playing in. I think the kid is hurt. I think something is wrong with the kid. And he could easily shut it down, Paul. But you know what? Before I get into anything, let me tell you something right now. I'm just thinking about something. I saw this morning. Glad Doug just mentioned something. I saw this morning. Saw this morning. This the effect that the Chop Shop is having on people. When I saw this, Kevin Freeman, several people called me after the show yesterday. Yesterday, Doug, you missed it. Doug, I was just talking Black history. Y'all got to remember, every time we're on this show, it's Black history. What we doing? We talking about something. When I saw this, Kevin Freeman posted this. Yesterday, y'all, I came on the show and talked about Ida B. Wells, right? And let me be frank with y'all. Kevin Freeman, I came on the show talking about Ida B. Wells. Something while I was talking about Ida B. Wells and the things she's done reminded me of Jasmine Crockett. That's why I just added Jasmine Crockett into what I was going to talk about, Ida B. Wells. And you picked up on it and retweeted and said, Ida B. Wells, aka Jasmine Crockett, on steroids. Really and truly, Jasmine Crockett is Ida B. Wells on steroids. I didn't realize it until people kept calling me after the show. But Paul Miranda, you got to go back and get it. You got to go back. It's at the halfway point. You got to go back. It's like after the hour. after the hour change. You know, it's 2-hour show right after that. And y'all, listen, I wanted to talk about Ida B because I just wanted to talk about how bad she was. But while I was talking to y'all, I was getting the message. When I was talking to y'all, I was talking to y'all, but I started receiving what I was saying to y'all. And what I was receiving, that this girl, Jasmine Crockett, she a G. She was at TSU, by the way, yesterday. I think yesterday, day before. But when I see when Kevin Freidman posted that, ladies and gentlemen, it kind of blew me away, because Freight, before the show came on, I didn't have that. I didn't know I was going to deliver it like that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I came in wanting to talk about Ida B. Wells. But as I was talking to y'all, as I was just sharing with y'all, I was thinking about this young girl. And I started playing parts of her speech. I was talking about Ida B. Wells, but I started playing parts of I didn't plan that, y'all. I'm just telling you. I was just thinking about it. I said, boy, let me show y'all some little.
People in power want you to feel helpless. They want you to feel hopeless. I am here to tell you that this is our moment. Yeah. We are going to change the trajectory, not just of the country, but of the world. Right now. People thought I was a crash dummy when I signed up. They said, now, Congresswoman, we need your voice in D.C. I said, that's cool, because you won't be able to send me back. But it's Texas, and we know how Texas acts. Yes, I know how Texas acts. But the reality is that I looked at the numbers. People don't want to accept the fact that this is a majority minority state. Yeah. And I am telling you that because I am a candidate that has the coalition that we need for Democrats to win. When y'all think about when Democrats win, who is always the #1 backer of Democrats? Which demographic?
Black people.
Black women. Black women are always first. Okay? Who's number 2?
Black men.
All right, this one may be a little bit more difficult. Who's number 3? Latinas. There we go. Let me tell you something. Every single poll, even in this primary, you know who it is that my biggest supporters are, even in the primary? Black women, #1.
Black men too, baby.
Black men,
I got you.
#2.
Yeah.
Latinas, #3.
All right.
That is the coalition. That is who we are going to have to make sure that we can motivate. Now, that doesn't mean we're leaving anybody out. I don't want y'all to think that now. Okay? The other part.
Lakeisha says she more than a G. Lakeisha. But Freight, I came on the show yesterday to honor Ida B. Wells, because I know a lot of us didn't know. A lot of y'all didn't. I told y'all I get kind of a little convicted about my childhood, because the guy who was funding her is Robert Church. The guy who was funding her to do all of this stuff was a Robert Church from Memphis, Tennessee. He got a school, elementary school, right not far from where I live. And I did not know that was him. Know nothing about this man all my life. And I done passed by this school a million times. That's Black history. And then his daughter married Church Terrell, helped Ida B. Wells in the suffrage movement when the women was trying to get a right to vote. The Black women, it was supposed to be all women. But the 19th Amendment, they gave it to the white women, but these Black women were fighting true. This the woman who was going around exposing anybody who trying to lynch us. And this girl, this young lady, this woman, Jasmine Crockett, carries that spirit. And I thought I'd share that with y'all. But let me get back. All right. I'm gonna give it a vote. Do y'all want to talk about street agent or Darren Peterson? We're gonna talk about one of them. We're gonna talk. Y'all, I'm gonna put it on the vote. Do y'all want to talk about all over America? They talk about street agents. And I don't like because they don't talk about it in tennis. Y'all got to understand. I talk to some people in tennis. I talk to some people that's in soccer. I talk to some people in baseball. They don't call the people that help them street agents. They only do it in basketball and football. Do we want to talk about that? Or do we want to talk about Darren Peterson? Because I've never seen a top player ever do what's going on. I don't know what's going on, and I'm not going to be negative toward the kid because I don't know. Brandon Weedsfall says street agent. Jimmy, I see you. I'm giving y'all a choice, and we're going to have a choice today. What? Paul Miranda, she knows her base and is, okay, we're talking about. Derek Hope won't talk about the street. But Jimmy. Old Jimmy's in the building. Welcome. What's up, man? He said, Eric Harris said he want to talk about all sports. But Jimmy, I got two topics. The Darren Peterson situation. I want to talk, man. I know you got some, coach. But and then Jimmy, I've been getting this. I've been getting this thing, and they've been talking about street agents, Jimmy. Right?
Let's pull it up and we got a shout out to give.
Okay,
first
go.
and foremost.
Okay.
We're gonna give a shout out. I like that topic.
Okay.
But at the same time, we got to give some. When you bring that topic up, you got to give us what you gonna do about it.
Come on. No.
Give a shout out.
It ain't all the time, Jimmy. A problem. It's a difference between a problem, Jimmy, and a dilemma. A problem can be solved, but a dilemma has to be managed. I don't know if the street agent is a problem. I think it's a dilemma. The people calling. I'm talking about the press calling people street agents. That's the point I'm trying to make.
But that ain't just happened. That term has been coined for decades.
I understand that.
And the thing is, it's always used in a negative connotation that everybody laughs about it, and it treats it like it's the fat cheerleader. That's a street agent. Now, then some street agents, when they realize how much money they making, there ain't no laughing matter no more. Then they get really mad. They get really bitter. They get more bitter because they feel them hanging with the wrong people. Like I said, that becomes a circle.
Well, let's not go there. Let's got to go there. Go and get your information out of the way. Then we'll come here. Because I don't know if it's about the money. But keep going. I think it's about
yeah, we come on back to that one. But first and foremost, I know watching right now from the confines of their classroom is Beaumont Oldham Middle School. They're watching the Chop Shop right now. And that middle school had if I'm not mistaken, was right around the corner back in 2018. There was a second of two horrible tragedies that took place in Beaumont. They had two storms that encompassed the city in like a short period of time, back to back. One big flood, then another big flood came. And we utilized the Chop Shop and got a hold to Mr. Ron Jackson, who's the athletic director down in Beaumont ISD now. I think back then, I don't remember if he was AD or if he was a principal or whatever, and some other people down in Beaumont let us know how bad it was. We utilized the Chop Shop and rallied the community together and partnered with the I want to say the Black Cross. Is that what it was? It wasn't the Red Cross.
But
The
Tyrone
Black Cross.
Irving hooked us up with him, though. Tyrone
Irving.
Yeah.
And we was able to take an 18-wheeler filled with supplies to Beaumont and went and posted up in the parking lot at one of the elementary schools, which was right around the corner from Beaumont Odom Middle School. And we served that community, and cars were wrapped. You ain't got no more. Where your footage at? I had to pull it up while I'm talking. That way they can see some of that right there. Put it at your phone. That way they can feel that moment. Because these little kids in middle school right now, Alda, if they're in the 7th, 8th grade, that means they're 13, 14 years old right now. That means back in 2018, they were 6, 7 years old. So those kids might have been some of the kids that might have been coming. Their parents might have brought them to get some of them supplies and didn't realize it was us sitting there on that diesel along with the other crew, unloading and handing it out and dispersing that stuff. Line of cars wrapped around the 2-3 blocks. So my point is giving you the history of our long affection and connection.
Was that Odom? That school we was at? Was that Odom?
Odom we was at an elementary school, I thought.
Oh, I don't know what the name of the school.
If somebody's watching from Beaumont and they were there, let us know if that was where we were at that time. But I think that we were at I know Odom was either that we were at Odom or we were around the corner of the elementary. One of the two, I can't remember. That's why I was asking you if you pull that thing up and we'll be able to tell from some of that footage. I know you keep that stuff in the vault. Now, they're watching right now. Beaumont Odom, they won the middle school city championship last year in 7th grade. That team hadn't lost a game in 2 years. They ran through their season undefeated, and they came back to the middle school city championships this past weekend and won and repeated as champions again. They didn't just repeat how they dominated. In the championship game, you know what the score was? 68-19 in the championship. I'm talking about like flat dominated. And I want to give applaud to Beaumont Odom Middle School. And of course, they couldn't have been possible without one of the viewers of the Chop Shop who watches us pretty much fluently, and that's Melvin Dews. And Melvin Dews galvanized those young people and put them together. There we go. Now that's in Beaumont back, ladies and gentlemen, back in 2018. Look at that parking lot. Look at that. This is what the Chop Shop, and you guys were able to help put together. We took all those supplies, cleaning supplies, just all type of stuff, clothing, all type of items. We went out there and we posted up and served Beaumont well. So people that don't know it, these are receipts. When y'all get some of you guys may feel like, well, why a guy like me, when I felt some kind of way when Beaumont a couple of years later had when they started talking like, well, we the 4-9, we ain't. I get it. I want you to embrace your identity, embrace the 4-9. But then some people was going further and was like, man, like, F them Houston guys. They in other words, kind of put separation in there. Guys, we've been loving you guys, our brothers and sisters down in Beaumont for months and for years and for decades. And so you have a little success and you ready to pop a willie. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. Don't try to pop no willie with one hand. Because just like you pop it, you can fall. Don't do that. We down with you guys. And we try to give you all of the accolades that you can think of. But I want to thank Melvin Dews. I want to thank Coach Savage. I want to thank Dwayne Smith, Coach Smith. He coached them in that event. And I'm going to tell you something, Alan. When they got that award the other day, Melvin Dewes, the acceptance when he got emotional because that was the last time he know that he was going to coach and be with those kids, and you can see the passion in a guy that's giving back in his community as Melvin Dewes. And those parents, the people from Tumble 22, the winning teams got to come there and had a dinner party. They didn't wait to do it later. Immediately after the game, Beaumont Oldham field finished first. They was in there fellowshipping, and soon after, Crosby Middle School from out of Crosby, Texas, they won first place in the 7th grade division, and they opted to go and partake in their dinner celebration as well at Tumble 22. Look at that, boy.
Let me show you
got there?
cars. The cars is
These
all
are the
way
cars.
down. If we want, I don't want to mess the show up, but the cars were all way down, y'all, as far as you can go. And
Yeah, that was back in 2018. The Chop Shop. We went to Beaumont, Texas right after their flood. That city was part of that city was devastated.
Yeah.
And we went and did our part. That's why I'm so adamant. I'm so passionate. And we try to help people understand that don't know, and you go and you support other people and for different things, and they ain't coming to help your communities. So when people start asking you guys, why are you watching the Chop Shop? You don't have to sneak and watch the Chop Shop. You don't have to. You can watch and say, man, these dudes here, they speak, they walk it like they talk it. And that's the thing. You don't have to go and sneak and say, well, man, I don't know if we're going to play in the spring icebreaker. I don't know yet. Oh, you ain't got to do that. Unapologetically. This is why we going here, because these guys going to give back to the communities. Look at all those cars. Them cars was blocks. I told you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blocks and blocks.
I'm glad I did.
People was in their cars crying as they were receiving this stuff, driving through. No fights, no arguments, no debates. It was like all this stuff. It wasn't no. That's probably why many of you guys didn't know it existed, because it wasn't no turmoil. It wasn't no travesties. It wasn't nothing. What's that? What they showing now?
That's just all the mops and all kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna post all this stuff later. It was just, man, you got me. That's us on the truck. I think that's me back there on the truck right there.
You ain't pick up nothing on the truck. You ain't pick up.
I was on the truck, man. Look at me.
Man, you telling everybody where everything to go. You ain't pick up nothing, man. Show me picking up
stuff, man.
You got a video of me picking up one of them pallets? Show me picking up something.
You ain't touched the pallet. I'm trying to find it. Let me see. No, you ain't touched the pallet. That's you over there looking into something. You're peeping over into something right there. That's you right there.
They might have some food. They might have some food over there.
Hold up. You can't somebody about. Hold up.
Yeah. Look at the muscle. You know what it takes? Do you understand what it takes to pick that stuff up? Do you understand?
Jimmy, I ain't gonna lie. We do so much of this stuff, man. We do so much of this stuff. I forgot about it. That thing was full of stuff, man.
Oh, to the top. Absolutely.
To the brim.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I am so glad that I videoed some of this stuff, man. Golly.
I knew you had it. If anybody had it, I know you had it. That's what I'm talking about.
It's the American Black Cross. You was right, Jimmy. The American Black Cross. That's what it was.
Black Cross.
Yeah.
And if they still in existence, and you guys know if they're still in existence, have them to contact us and reach out, because we want to do some of that stuff again.
Jimmy,
if they're still in existence.
Jimmy, they had brand new shoe. They had everything,
all
man.
That stuff, man, all on the floor. They said beyond that table on the floor.
Oh, yeah, it was beyond.
Had a lot of supplies. Remember?
We was riding by. This was us. The truck was all that. That's me and you riding by. We had to get by.
We getting there. Yeah, when we was getting there, they was already waiting in line.
Already waiting on us, y'all. This stuff here, all y'all. Man, I'm gonna have all this stuff so I can have it loaded. So we're gonna play it tomorrow. But Jimmy, I'm glad you brought this up. I didn't never think about, what you're talking about, that people are this in 2019, Jimmy. It's not 18, it's 19.
I said 18. It's 19.
Yeah, it's 19.
Okay, 19.
Because they got the dates on the video. But we have been doing, We didn't care about whether it was Houston. Me and Jimmy got on that road, y'all, and drove up there. We got up there and met the truck up there and got to work, man. I'll never forget that, man. I mean, you just made it. Hey, I'm just gonna leave it there. Y'all, I forget the things that this platform has allowed us to do, be empowered to do, man. And I don't take it for granted at all. At all. I don't take it for granted.
Yeah, man. And that's this one, like I said, everybody don't know. A lot
Yeah.
of people back then used to watch the Chop Shop. There were a lot of parents, and their sons have gone on to college and probably graduated. And it comes in cycles. So that means now we have like the older middle school, their parents and their students are watching now. When they get to college, they may be doing other stuff, may not be able to watch as much as fluently. And that's the thing. So that's why it's so important when you're watching it to let people know that it exists.
Yeah.
Let people know that this portal, this platform is there. And you can share the show right now. Hit the share. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, and then you can hit the share and share it to your Twitter page or your IG page. You can share it from there. If you're watching from Facebook, you can simply go to the bottom right. You'll see a little thumbs up, and there's a little arrow on the side of it. Hit that arrow, and that arrow will enable you to share it on Facebook. And you just share it to your page. And people, that's how people, they'll come and they'll say, okay, we were rocking. And so as I land the plane on that topic, those players from Beaumont, Odom, Middle School, Cayenne Thomas. Howder, remember this name. It's spelled Cayan. Cayenne Thomas is the next Derek Griffin high school version. No, I don't like trying to tell. Guys, I'm just not good at putting professional air in them kids' brain, make them think they pros when they still, the Derek Griffin in high school was very good. He won a state championship in basketball and put up one of the best performances ever in state championship history in San Antonio. Then in football, he was 6'7" and a supreme prospect. And that's this high school version of Derek Griffin. If this kid here, he's athletic, he's dunking everything that he get his hands on. He could touch almost the top of the square already right now. Right? And he's about 6'4" in 8th grade. So it's safe to say it ain't far-fetched that he can pull 2 to 3 more inches in the next 4 years. You dig? So this kid right here is got a chance to be really, really special. And as a, but sooner or later, I'm just, we don't know. Now, Cade Campbell, Mason Dews, Decorian Smith, his nickname Scrappy. He won MVP. He scored 20 in the championship game. Nickname Scrappy.
Yeah.
And he embraced the Scrappy name because he going to scrap with you. You going to get down up in there. He going to mix it up, he going to body it up, and he going to give you buckets. That's Scrappy. Then you got Jaden Wyckoff, Jonah Statman. He had a really good event as well. Jonah Statman. Xander Buxton and Reese Underwood rounds it off. Who we got there? Hell to do. We're extremely proud of our boys. They are successful athletic and academic. These boys will be walking into high school next year with high school credit. Ooh, that's good. And the only thing.
Oh, that's cool.
So I felt that the joy, and when those kids were sitting there, I've seen kids eat in restaurants before. And after a while, they chow down and they really just move around, run around. They were sitting there communicating with each other. They were sharing stories with each other. They were laughing and kikiing with each other. Like you could have swear I'd look on make sure it wasn't no.
Hold up. Oh, you got to explain something. So the winner got a prize of you taking them to dinner, right?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Is this the same dinner where the mama got the margaritas?
I bought the whole bar. If they want to sip something, they got to sip with they got to sip with the sipper. You got hey, you see, I'm drinking water right now. The drunks, hey, look here.
Man, I
Look
love
here,
it. I
boy.
love it. I love it.
Look here.
I love
I
it.
tried to warn them. I say, listen, y'all, these readers is right there with El Tempo. So don't play around with these readers.
Okay.
They thought I was joking. And really, that probably explains why they sit there so long, Howler. Because a couple of them might have didn't want to drive. They had
No,
to get
sir.
themselves right. They had
No,
to
sir.
hydrate and get themselves right. That's why they sit there for about 2 hours just fellowshipping. And
Good.
hey, Howler, you
That's
can't
good.
drink more than 2 of them things.
Man.
And that wasn't even the top shelf one. That's called a Big Larry. The Big Larry got the Grand Marnier
Man,
in that joke.
wait a minute. Where was y'all at?
And it's
Where
pink. And
was
it's
y'all
pink.
at? What's the name of the place?
It's Humble 22.
Okay. Oh,
Humble
that's right. You
22.
mentioned that. You talked about that. Okay.
It's my
Okay.
chicken shack.
Okay.
Hell, they got a salad. They got a salad that you would like, a carb salad.
Okay.
And you can get the meat. You can get the meat grilled.
Ugh,
I'm telling
bless
you
your
right
mind.
now. Let me tell you something right now. That carb salad at happy hour ain't about $6. You go there today, $6, and then dude, this Tumble 22. Tell them Jim Hicks sent you over there. But anyway, back to that. Want to give shout out to the team, and also I can't leave out Crosby Middle School. I can't leave out Crosby Middle School. They won first place in the 7th grade division.
Oh, okay.
And Anthony Butte, senior coach, he the one that brought the team, and he coached his team, which features his son.
Okay.
And that's Coach Butte's grandson, who the legendary Coach Butte, who coached Beaumont United.
Okay.
I mean, Beaumont Ozan, they won state titles
Kendrick
back in the days. So Kendrick Perkins, among, he not the only one. I mean, they doing.
No, that's how I remember.
His thumb in the water. He got leaders of men all around from that Beaumont Ozan teams.
Okay.
And you have the head coach over at Conroe. You got the head coach at Beaumont Westbrook. You got, matter of fact, I keep, in case you want to know, right off the top, off the riff, I keep his book on my desk.
Okay.
And this is Coach Michael Thomas from Beaumont Westbrook. They won the state championship, and he wrote a book right after winning the championship and signed it for me. He signed the book for me.
Okay.
But this is good stuff, man. Very good book. You guys can get this on Amazon, and it's called For the West Side. For the West Side. You can look it up. Michael Thomas, he's still a head coach right now, and they are ranked in the top 3 in the state, and a favorite to go back to state, featuring Elijah Garrett and them boys. But anyway, Anthony Butte Jr., Brandon Bridgewater, Isaiah Freeman, Khalil Brown. He's another one, Hal. Khalil Brown. Remember this name from Crosby High School. He'll be going in the 7th grade now. He got years ago. But you can tell a body. I can tell a frame. He has that Martellus Bennett frame already. And he's in the 7th grade. Not saying he's Martellus Bennett, but Martellus Bennett in the 7th grade. He has he has a frame that's built. That's you can see him with a shoulder pad and a helmet on. He could be special in that sport. You got Michael Soilo. You got Stephen Romero Jr., Kaimani Franklin, Dominique Sanders, Andrew Thomas, Alexandro Valadares, and Jeremiah Edwards round off the team at Crosby 7th grade middle school. They're the champions, and they are rightfully so. They had fun there. I appreciate you guys supporting the event. I appreciate it because this event, it explains and why it means so much to me, because of the energy and because of the passion that those young men put in. A lot of these teams had not lost a game all year. And we're going to move it back to the original weekend next year. It's going to be on President's Day weekend next year. So you know already in advance. and we're going to incorporate girls in that same event. So it's going to be a girls middle school city championship and a boys middle school city championship, and it'll be going down same location. I think we're right back at the Victory One Sports Center in Katy, Texas. Which that way, when the team that wins out, it makes it a straight shot coming down I-10 to come and get their vittles, and we'll fellowship together as we did this past Sunday. We got a topic, of course. It's 44 minutes past the hour, and of course, your topic you wanted to gauge in was street agents.
No, I mean, it was a unique article, right? Unique article in ESPN. And I'm just trying to figure out how they're talking about street agents exploiting athletes. And Jimmy, this article wasn't really talking about as much as who's doing it and how they're doing it. It's what they're charging these kids. 25 and 30%. Jimmy, that's just unheard of. But as
25%
and 30. But people don't know. Some of these young guys, see, you got to realize we're in Houston. They got the Chop Shop. It's people in rural areas around the country don't understand this. They're great football players, great basketball players. These guys sign these people. These people sign these deals with these people, and then they're caught in these deals. See, as the cash is flooded into college and high school athletics, recruiting through NIL deals and direct payments from schools, this article was saying coaches and other observers said that they see a growing need to regulate the middleman who carve out a profit by putting themselves between the money and the athlete. The so-called street agents, who typically aren't certified agents or even attorneys, they recruit players under the edges of the game and promise to represent them in pursuit of college scholarships or deals for their name, image, and likeness. These street agents exist under the table in the like you said, in the pre-NIL era. These people already existed.
Exactly.
But watch this. But their prevalence, these people know they exist. He said, but their prevalence and the dollar amounts involved have grown exponentially in the new college sports era. He said, according to coaches and sports administrators who were interviewed by ESPN, watch this. I think it's almost at a crisis, to be honest, says Coach Joe Martin, the executive director of the Texas High School Coaches Association. Do you know him, Jimmy? Joe Martin. He's the director. Yeah. He said, we've got situations where we have the street agent moving kids from place to place and representing them that are charging them a lot more money than they should be charging them because there's no regulations. Coaches say high school athletes are more at risk of being exploited than college athletes because the lack of support and structure of a university compliance office, and they are sometimes the only student at their school, watch this, weighing an offer with no points of comparison. So these kids ain't got nothing to go off of. So it's just crazy, Jimmy. It ain't that people, I just don't like the word, but I know some stuff that's happening personally that mess some of these guys up bad, and they charging these dudes. Jimmy, when I say 20, 25, and 30%, Jimmy, that you can't do that. Just can't do it. You can't do it. But the people don't know.
Well, guess what?
There are no rules.
For those that don't know, first and foremost, Texas is one of the states that does not have NIL available for the high school student athletes, right?
But they got it
Does
for the
not.
college. But they got it for the college.
No, for the high
High
school
school.
student athlete, because that's where it's obvious where these introductions and these relationships are forged
In high school.
or and during the high school.
Mm-hmm.
So Texas, once we get that, then you'll see the sample size and you'll see what compatibility or what you can measure it with, because there's nothing to measure it with, because it's really a hush thing, because they're getting this NIL metrics in place for college. So that means, Ada, that means the work that these street agents are doing is planting seeds for 1-2 years away to result in being the crop being fertile. So you understand? So they're working for you, and they're not going to get paid till a year to 2 years later when you get to college.
But working, you ain't doing no work, Jimmy. What's the work you're doing?
Well, I said working for you, meaning
what
you're
work?
making phone calls. But yeah, in some cases,
That ain't no work.
Yeah, it's time. That is, Heather. That's time. I give them that, but I'm not talking about the compensation. That is time. That's time. People, their time is valuable, depending on who the person is. Some people got more time than they got money. Most people that much.
Let me give you a story. They said one street agent, let me see what time it is. One street agent story that circulate in national football circles. This is football right here. Because we got to think about it. We just can't, because we talk about basketball a lot, but these football players are involved too. Recently involved a text message a Texas man sent a high school player he was representing. Tony Jones started working with Terrell High School football player Drayden Fulbright during his freshman year. After Fulbright committed to Oklahoma State and the NIL deal of about $36,000 a year, he said Jones texted him demanding 25%. Oh my God. He's going to
That's double.
He's going to try
He must have met that kid in elementary school.
Watch this. He's going
He
to
met in elementary school.
And here the daddy go. He's going to try to get in my son's pocket even before he gets a pocket. Fulbright's stepfather, Richard Wembley, said when Fulbright responded that he had not agreed to this, Jones wrote an expletive-laden series of messages, which ESPN has reviewed. Y'all better quit texting these kids. A review saying the player was ungrateful and indebted to him. Hold on. Just go graduate from college and don't waste my MF time that I put into you, Jones wrote. Jones spoke to several OSU athletic officials regarding Fulbright's deal, and one person at the university with direct knowledge of the negotiation told ESPN that the agent did not improve Fulbright's offer for OSU. They almost passed on the player because of Jones, the street agent's demand. They almost passed on the kid because of the street agent's demand. Fulbright said that he felt that Jones steered him away from his top choice program and that he stopped talking to him after the text exchange. He said, I told my coaches, I don't associate with him no more, the kid said. So he sent coach, Jimmy, it's worse than that. It's just the stuff I can't even talk about on the show. Jimmy, it's worse than that. And they ain't trying to stop nobody from being paid, but don't take advantage of these little high school kids, man. They ain't stop. Hold up, somebody text me, Jim. It's an organization in Houston trying to make kids sign contracts if they get an idea to have to donate back to the program.
I can believe that.
I know you can believe it.
in multiple sports.
Because you know them. Hey,
In multiple sports, I can believe that. And that's so.
I know you can be.
I mean, so how do you educate a parent to combat these type of scenarios? How
Jimmy, I never deal with it before. So
I
all
know, I'm
I'm
just saying.
saying is I've never dealt with this before. So all I would do is tell these parents, hey man, go find you another team. If you don't like these demands, because if that's what these people's demands are, and you're not satisfied with the demands, you got to find somewhere else. You got to move around. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you. You can. You can go try to negotiate with them and say, man, what the hell you talking about? I ain't signing no deal like this. And then what you got to do is just say, look, if you don't mind, it's simple, Jimmy. If you don't mind your son signing a contract that you have to give some of his NIL percentage. I don't know the percentage. Back to that program. If you're not with that, don't sign with that team. That's all I can say, Jim. That's kind of simple to me. I wish I had.
Say it again. Say it again. So again, if you're not with what?
If somebody present you with a contract saying that your kid have to pay back, if he go to college and get an NIL deal, that he have to give a percentage back to the program. Now, you can say, what percentage? So if you don't mind giving them 1%, 2%, 3%, okay. But make sure, don't give nobody 30% of your money. Ever. 25% of your money. Ever. Now, if somebody brought an endorsement deal to you, parents, that you didn't manufacture and he manufactured it all, industry standards, an endorsement deal, not NIL, an endorsement deal. Let's say Nike or Sprite or Coca-Cola, they come now. If from 15 to 20%, that because you as a player, he generated that for you. He done came and got Nike. He done came and got RCS Sports to give you a certain amount of money and you had no idea about. Then guess what? Industry standards, and that's in the pro ranks. That's in the pro ranks. But as you kids and down, man, 10%. But parents, what I really want you to understand is don't sign it if you don't plan on doing it. So if you agree to it, honor your agreement. Honor your agreement. That's why I'm telling you, before you even sign, you got to say, do I mind giving this dude? Now, if they demand it on, I don't like nobody to have demands on me. But you just sit back and say, look, if you feel that this program is valuable to you and your son, and you want your son, you wouldn't mind your son giving back a certain percentage of his, then guess what? Negotiate the percentage. Say, this is what I feel comfortable with. That's all you got to do. This is what I feel comfortable with. Now, if he get overbearing and that person get overbearing, get the hell away from that fastest. What I said, fast, the turkey through the comb. Get away from that fast. That's the only advice I can give you. I can give you. That's the only advice I can give you. I mean, Jimmy, because I wish on one would come ask me and tell me talking about them. No.
Well, I mean, the thing is, here's the grooming part of this. There are some program, one program in particular, and what they're doing, from what I understand, is they're letting the parents know up front. If you want to play for this sneaker program, this is what you're going. then this guy is going to handle your NIL. So that's a choice. Either you
That's
go.
what
So
I
that means
said.
that's a choice. So that means now, if you want to play for this program, but this is what they're being told is at the beginning before you come in the door. I can respect that. As opposed to now, you don't wait till you get them all the way in the door, then say, "Oh, by the way, y'all, this is what y'all got to do. Y'all got to come and pay the piper. You already in the door." That's an inconvenience, and it makes people feel, okay, what's next if you're bringing us this? But
Hey, Herb
you know,
asked a good one. Herb asked a good one. That I just called quid pro quo. Hey, Herb came back and said, "What does the program give you if your kid doesn't receive a scholarship or any NIL money? What do the program give you back? Because if you got to get something, Jimmy, you got to give something."
well, that should be a question. Put it on the screen so where the parents can screenshot it.
Herb ain't
That
got
way
to
they
spell
can.
that one, boy. Let me put that one sideways, Jimmy. So let me put that one sideways, make that a little bit big, so if you're on your cell phone, you can see that one. I like that, Herb. I didn't never think of that, Herb. Herb, you're critically thinking now. That's called critically thinking.
But you say it's called quid pro quo. What is it called?
No. I'm just using that means
Oh.
okay. Oh, if that's what you want from me, you got to do something for me.
Okay.
What do I
Okay.
get?
And what's that called?
Quid pro quo. You want to do something
Okay,
for
that's
me?
good.
You got to give something to get something. That's it.
Okay. I mean, and here's the thing. I think that's
I like it.
there
I
are
like
some
it.
people. You guys retain parents. Your name's on these birth certificates of these kids, and every parent out there, you retain the right to F it up for your kids if that's what you want to do. But you got to live with your kids in the years to come when they're going to probably in relationships are going to possibly be tarnished. You guys don't understand. And one thing that I hope that you can try to understand is that there are dozens of husbands and wives who have ended up either sleeping in separate bedrooms, separating, or divorcing as a direct result of youth sports and the direction or the projection of their kid. There are people that have separated and divorced because dad wanted to go this way with the kids' recruitment. Mom said she wanted to put more of an academic side on it and didn't care about it as much. And then that next thing you know, kids is crying, coming home crying because the the boy, he want to be a man on the court, but want to be a boy off the court. And when the dad trying to put some, trying to work
He
him
is
out
a
of.
boy, Jimmy. He is a boy. He's
Well,
still a
yeah,
boy. But
yeah.
keep
I
on.
say you want to be a man on the court, but
Yeah.
you want to be a man on the court. Be a man. Want to strive to be a man off the court if you want to act like one on it. So that's what I'm. That's the undercurrent I was saying with that. But a lot of times, kids will come home crying to mom. What's wrong with you, dad? Look over. So now they got a problem. Because the dad gonna say, let me do the dad role. That boy ain't nothing wrong with that boy, just little tears. They're gonna dry up. I'm trying to teach him how to be a man. So sometimes that stuff happens, and then not to mention, Adam, the most vulnerable, preyed upon parent in this entire youth sports industry
Single mom.
is the single parent mom. Especially the single parent mom who dresses knowingly or unknowingly dresses with her garments a little tighter or skimpier than the preacher's wife would.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You coined the phrase for them back in the day.
So if you're fine, you get put in the front of the line. That's what you telling me?
Y'all heard what Howard said? If you find you get put in the front of the line,
Yeah.
you get skipped to the front of the line.
Them girls used to tell me, I'm too fine to stand in line. I said, okay. But if hold up, so if Jimmy, so you think that's that prevalent in youth sports?
Yep. And I say the most preyed upon. Preyed, in
But
case you
I
guys
think,
didn't
but
understand.
is that widespread? Is that widespread or just
Yeah.
isolated
Yep.
situation?
No, it's widespread because what you moms don't know is that
Your mamas can't help
I'm
it,
not
they
sure.
fine.
Well, here's the deal though. Guys, when the mom walk into the gym with wearing those certain units, certain moms, certain units, and then it does it again. Here's what happens. Those guys are going to go, most guys, there are different circles of guys in each building in the gymnasium. I'm talking about at the big events. I'm talking about at the college coaches and alike. They're going to huddle and be in different huddles at different water holes that night. And somebody's going to mention, did y'all see the mama
Well,
in
that
the
ain't the mama
white?
fault. That's them old thirsty ass dudes'
I
fault.
just say prayed upon. I just said prayed upon. So that means now they're going to pray like vultures and eagles. They're going to circle around and they're going to go. Now we're going to say, man, you know what mama that is? That's number 4. That's number 4 mama. Number
That's
don't
it.
and number 4 and number 4 might have had 20 and 20. Right? So now a guy knows what he got to do to get to number 4 if he one of those street agents. And he gonna go now. Oh, really? That's the mama? Yeah, they gonna be going to the club so and so tonight. Her and her other girl that was with him. I saw they said it was going out. So now those guys are going to be there, and they're gonna make sure that that mama they're gonna have an accidental bump into. Mama don't know it, but it was purposely done. Ain't gonna get them a drink, and now they're gonna start working their jelly. And the mama thinking it's just platonically coincidental, and you don't realize that they got intel and they acted upon their intel to go and close this deal or to go to get in there and get closer to little number 4. And this is everywhere that you can turn. That's why so how do you combat it if you're a parent like that? How do you combat that? Well, one way is, I don't know what it is, but a lot of the single parents have it. They feel like it can't happen to me. Some of the moms I talk, like they like, oh no, I heard them stories. They ain't gonna get me like that. You don't realize at the end of the day, they end up getting got. Okay, the summer coach may not get you, the street agent may not get you, but somebody probably going to try or come close to getting. If they don't get you, they're going to get close to your heart. Put it like that. Because you're going to trust somebody in 99% of the time. And the thing is, you're not going to tell if you had somebody to help you navigate through there. If you had somebody to warn you, let you know these are, hey, look, I'm telling you, I wouldn't go, but at the same time, Ella, it starts with the eye candy. It starts with you inviting them to your space with what you're wearing. And you don't have to wear that. You can be comfortable as you want to. You don't have certain things.
No,
You
I
can be as
don't
comfortable
agree
as you
with
want
you.
to be.
Can't police what nobody wear.
No, I say you don't. No, I say you don't have
No,
to. You can wear what you want to wear.
you
But here's the deal.
objectifying. No, that Jimmy, that's
Understand?
called objectifying. You saying it and you don't understand what you're doing. You're objectifying these girls. They can wear what the hell they want to.
Well, they can, but then
What's
understand
up?
as you do so, then those
Yeah,
people you're going to invite that type of press.
man, you can
The
wear a
pressure gonna
tit
come.
dress in there. These thirsty
But
ass dudes around here gonna mess with you if they don't care.
well,
Cause
I'm,
Herb gonna act. Said something, and he said, "Who's the baddest mama ever from Houston Great?" I said, respectfully, that's disrespect. You know why I said it's a matter of taste. Cause what's bad to you ain't bad to me. What's bad to Jimmy ain't bad to me. But it's subjective. So it ain't no who the baddest mama. Respectfully. Cause I know some of y'all not you, Jimmy. You married. You don't be thinking like this. But some of them out there, some of these guys out here, I be saying, y'all, what? Man, I be saying, well, okay, I mean that, but that's their taste. You know, everybody got different tastes. So I don't like to objectify. Baby, wear your Lululemons. Don't you stop wearing your Lululemons. Don't you stop wearing your sundresses. Is that make you feel comfortable? You wear them. Ain't nobody got to bother you because you wear them. You're fine. You just can't help it. That's all.
He said, "You just can't help it. You can't help it." So there you go, guys. It's time to land this
Yeah,
plane.
let's get out
Of
of here.
course, for the day, you guys got a good shot of overtime on the Chop Shop. And right now, you can share the show on the way out the door. Don't forget, it is coming up time. The spring
But Jimmy, you
icebreaker.
ain't said nothing about
March.
the game starting tonight. The playoffs starting tonight. You ain't said nothing.
No, the playoffs started last night,
I didn't
and
even know.
yeah, the playoffs started last night, and I went to a game last night. I went and saw North Shore play Clear Springs. That's Madden Hill. He's probably the top scoring 10th grader in the area,
I like him.
and I was impressed. Of course, North Shore was definitely the favorite in this game, and I broke it down in the VIP news on yesterday. How to pull the VIP news up so people can see what they're missing. Put it up so I can. It's a day old donut. I can
What?
get this to them what I wrote yesterday about this game. Put up in the VIP news
Okay.
what I said about that North Shore Clear Springs game,
Okay, hold on.
and I give you guys and some of the stuff that way, and some of the way it's a private room that you pay like $3.50 a month. That's less than $1 a week to get updated at least 5 days a week on what's going on around the area. A lot of different things, a lot of moving parts, a lot of different stuff is in that play. It's well worth it to stay on
And
top
what you
of
want
it.
me? What you want me to look up?
And yesterday, read or show them what I wrote about the North Shore Clear Springs game.
And it's
yesterday.
in the VIP news, right?
Yeah, I want you guys to listen to this, how I broke this down. And so you'll understand that way because some people don't understand when we talk about certain teams. It's playoff time now. And expectations are higher for certain levels of players. If you've been that dude and then the expectations, if you got a team that's around you and you that dude and you got some red ants around you or some ants around you, you're expected to do this. So basically, Christian Gibson is
It won't let me. It won't let me inside. It keep bringing up refreshing the whole page.
You hit the VIP news?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me get signed in again. Then. Hold on. Let me sign in again. Okay. Log in. All right. Now let me see. Yeah, I'm logged in. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Here I go. Okay. Oh, I got it.
Okay.
The playoff bracket. You talk about the playoff bracket.
Yeah, Christian Gibson, he signed with University of Central Florida. He's a 12th grader, one of the and arguably one of the most talented players in the state. He's going against. So here's what I wrote before yesterday.
You said I would give you guys a recap of last night's North Shore versus Clear Spring game later this afternoon.
No. That's today. No, go down to yesterday.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I go down?
Yeah, go down to yesterday's post.
Okay. Yes, yesterday was the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
What was yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
23rd. You see it. It's going down. You see it right in the middle about Clear Spring and North Shore.
Okay. The game with the most athletes, will be North Shore versus Clear Spring.
Okay.
North Shore has DeMarcus Sloan, Kristen Gibson, and Sean Mayberry, 27. And instant octane Sam Walker. Clear Springs is led by 10th grader Mighty Mike Madden Hill, 28. Oh my God. He averages 24 points, which is more than 50% of the team's offensive output per game. Although I absolutely dig Madden Hill, who is one of only 3 local 10th graders to have scored over 1,000 points before completing 2 seasons in high school. He is without question a major D1 prospect, but he is 5'11" and opposite a 12th grader who is already signed with a Big 12 collegiate team. Oh. Best case scenario, D1 superstar offsets the D1 superstar. Then the determined factor dwells on the other players. If North Shore and Clear Springs played without Gisborne and Hill, who would you pick to win? Say less. Hill would have to produce at least 35 points for Clear Springs to have a realistic chance to win this game. Gibson's doesn't have to score 20 points for North Shore to have a realistic chance to win the game. Then, the factor in one very important thing that really does matter, North Shore head coach, who is very good at game preparation, has evaluated and coached against Madden Hill during the grassroots season multiple times over the past 2 years. This means he knows, or at least think he knows, what it would take to neutralize the state top scoring sophomore in 6A. Time will tell. It all goes down tonight.
Yeah. So the game, of course, North Shore was in command of this game pretty much from beginning to end. However, they led by 19 points in the third quarter. It was up by 17 at the half. And 52-35, I think, was the score at the break. 42-25 or 52-35, one of the two. And so Clear Springs made a gallant, gutsy comeback. Clear Springs played harder than North Shore. North Shore was just that much better and more talented. But listen what I'm saying. Clear Springs played way more harder than North Shore last night. North Shore, for the most part, was pretty much soft compared to Clear Springs and the talent base. Madden Hill did. Remember, I say if you go out there and you're supposed to be the dude. I always say it. I ain't just start saying it now. So if you ken to Madden Hill, I spoke with him after the game, gave him some good words of encouragement in regard to that feeling, and I like how his game is progressing. I like what he's doing. I like his ability to not be selfish on the court and try his best to get other guys involved. I love that. You ain't rattling this young man. He ain't getting rattled. I like that poise. He has that Tommy Mason Griffin type poise with him. I'm telling you, I've seen this stuff in a Mighty Mike before. I've seen B.J. Holmes. I've seen, I mentioned Tommy Mason
Raymond
Griffin.
Penn.
Ray Penn, Jamal Fenton. I've seen these guys back then get it in and go up against major prospects on the day, on a regular. So I know based on what my eyes see, what you can do, he's on that trajectory. He's going there. So now he had 20 points in this game. He made some big shots. He made some big plays. He was in Madden Hill, I'm talking about. In defeat, and I told this young man, I say, listen, man, some losses can easily turn into wins. Some losses in life can turn into wins. And that meaning that you can win the attention and the respect of those who watched you. You can win the jury, even though the judge ruled against you, but you can win the jury, or vice versa. And that's what he did last night. Meaning that if you're supposed to be that dude, even if your team lose, the fans are supposed to leave that game saying, who the hell was he?
Absolutely.
That's what they did last night when they watched Madden Hill. They was like,
I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it.
Put it like this. And it's like he has no Division I prospects around him on that team right now.
Right.
That makes it even more impressive. He has no now, as he grows through high school, I hope he stays at Clear Springs. Because guess what? He's wreaking havoc. They won first place, man, 2 years in a row. He
So
won
they
first
out of the
place, I
playoff right
think.
now. So they gone. They stuffing mothballs right now, though, right?
They gone. They
Okay.
gone.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was
But
a
I
hell of
say
a
first
first
place
night.
in their division.
And they win. Why
Huh?
did they go against North Shore?
That's this new brackets when they started this Division 1, Division 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
really you ain't getting a fourth place. If you in first place, you don't really get a fourth seed no more. You can get
Oh,
a team. You can get a team
that's cold, just as cold, colder than you. Like more
like
talented than
think
you.
about it. North Shore and Atascocita.
Mm-hmm.
North Shore came in second place to Atascocita. They both in Division 1.
Right.
Clear Springs won their district that had Dickinson in it. They won their district,
Okay.
right? They only lost one district game. They split with Dickinson in district play. Clear Springs did. They had to play North Shore first round. North Shore wins first place in pretty much 90% of the rest of the 6A districts in Region 3. North Shore wins first place if they win their district based on that team with Christian Gibson.
Mm.
And so that's the bad draw.
Okay. Got a
Bad
bad.
draw. So this young fella right here, he
Oh,
has
he
a
bad.
chance.
He bad.
I'm telling you, he has a
I don't
chance.
care 5'11" or not, Jimmy. He got a chance.
That was a point in the fourth quarter when remember Clear Springs rallied. They lost the game, hit a shot at the buzzer, and the score was a 2-point ending, but it really was a 4-point. You know what I'm saying? Even as close as the game was not as close as the score indicates. North Shore had them at bay, missed free throws down the stretch, and then Clear Springs rallied, made timely baskets, got energized, and guess what? The referees were a great set because they let both teams get have their moments of not necessarily smack talking, but spirit. They were spirited in the game. So without calling, you didn't call techs on this guy. The worst it got was 2 double fouls. You see what I'm saying? Like a tech could hurt one. You got 2 double fouls here, another 2 double fouls there. But I like that what he did. Christian Gibson, he had 25 points, 12 points in the fourth quarter. He did what a 12th grader is supposed to do in a playoff game. Who signed with a Big 12 school?
What school he signed with?
Central Florida.
Okay, that's right.
He did what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're
supposed to dump. You're supposed to take over. You're supposed to take over at some point of the game. Put your fingerprints on the game. If not necessarily a win, but your fingerprints got to be there. That means So he did what he's supposed to do. Hell, he's in the 12th grade. He's supposed to outperform Madden Hill in the 10th grade. You better.
I mean,
so at the same time,
he did his job.
He did his job. Now, Madden Hill, I said you would have to score 35 for this team to, even though the score might say, well, they only lost by 2. Yeah, but North Shore they showed some vulnerability and some signs, but at the same time, it wasn't like, and Clear Springs had a possession to come and tie it up during the closing seconds. But it was not one of them games where he's like, you just happy to be here. So anyway, that's the thing on that.
Wrap it up,
but
man.
Tonight, go look at the brackets on rcssports.com. I have all of the brackets totally updated, Hatter. I'm talking about I got them updated. You guys can go and print your brackets out. They got games going on, doubleheaders tonight at Phillips, doubleheader at C. King High School. And, of course, you got girls basketball, doubleheader in the regionals over at the Campbell Center. Good action. Make sure you shout a show on your way out the door. And, you guys, I'm looking somebody asked you to show some love for the freshman. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Roy Wells. Lamar Hensley. He's a 9th grader. He scored 43 points in his first playoff game. I got to applaud that. Of 9th grader at Jack Yates High School, he scored 43 points last night in his first ever playoff game. That means all eyes is on Lamar Hensley because he could become the all-time leading postseason scorer in Jack Yates history as he proceed through. But anyway, want to give props out to him. Tip my brim to little Lamar Hensley, man. Henley, not Hensley, Henley. And for getting it in last night. And check out once again, go to rcssports.com. Go look at the top. You'll see playoff brackets. Click on that. It'll drop down menu and click on your region. And everything is populated with the locations, the times, the results from last night. That's your fix of the day. We'll see you guys on tomorrow. Peace. We up out here. Hey, share the show on your way out the door. But it's time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this Taco Tuesday.